So this is the explanation for aleatorio.py. Okay, remember that you can follow me on TikTok. The link will be below here in the information box. Okay, let's start with this. From random import random. Okay, so this line, the first one. So you can see that I am so that I imported random. Random is a particular method from this file. Okay, random. Here is random. This is the file random. Okay, but the method that I import is random here. So you can see how these methods are made, and you can read this message that this method give us some information about this method. Okay, so in my case I have this variable and it's equals to rated from 1 to 20. Okay, here is a comment from my own that is that have this message. Okay, so rated from 1 to 20 is a method that returns integer number from the first parameter to the second parameter. Okay, so this variable could be, for example, 1, 5, 6, 11, 20. Okay, but it not can be 21, for example, or higher, or 0, you know, just from 1 to 20. Okay, the chances. Here we have 10 chances to guess what number we are talking about. Okay, in this case it's 10, but you can enter, I don't know, 100 or 1,000. It depends on you. Okay, try except. Try except is, in this case, try except. It's like a method of security that you can put if you want to know, or you want to show to the user what is happening with your code. For example, if something is wrong with the, I don't know, maybe with your code, with here with the execution of the of the of your code, of the program, so you can show to the user a message that you can maybe put there an advice. For example, oh, you enter, I don't know, a wrong number, you enter a wrong value. Okay, put just I don't know, maybe just numbers, put just letters. Okay, so you can show whatever you want here if something is wrong with your program. Okay, this is very useful for debugging, for example. In this case, while is a structure that you can use for repeat of the code. Okay, here this code will be repeat and repeat and repeat, and okay, if obviously the chances are different to 0. Okay, if you have, I don't know, maybe 4 more chances, it will be repeated and repeated again. But if your chances it's equals to 0, okay, this block of code will never repeat it again. Okay, and the program will finish. In this case, my new variable, okay, it's equals to int input. But in this case, int input, what is it? Oh, it is for cast. Okay, cast a string to a number. Okay, to an integer number. Okay, comma. In this case, input is a method that we use for entering values to the program. Okay, so this is very important to know. Input, when you use input alone, whatever you put in the value will be a string. Okay, it will be a string of characters. So what happens if I put int? Well, that character will be an integer number. okay, to the variable. In this case, yeah, if I put 5, this 5, if I use just input, okay, this 5 will be a string, okay, but with the int method here, sorry, here, okay, this 5 will be a number, okay. So it depends on you how you want to make it, but in this case I cast it, okay. So for me it's very, I don't know, it's very comfortable to use it like that, okay. But you can, for example, do this like, sorry, what happens if I do this? It will be the same. Yeah, it will be the same. It's not like um you have just only way to do this kind of method, for example, this kind of treatment with these variables, okay. So for me it's very comfortable to make like that, okay. In this case, if what happened with if is like a structure that we use for example, know if a sentence, okay, is true or is false. If it's true, we will do this, but if it's false, we just pass from this line, okay, and we will we will evaluate the next one, okay. So if this is true, we can enter and it will show whatever we have here inside, but if it's false, we will just pass to the next one, okay. What it happens if the number that the user entered before is less than the aleatory number that we have here, okay, here, yeah, then the program shows a message that will say something like the number have to be higher, okay, have to be higher, okay. This is like this is helpful to the user to know if the number is higher or it could be less than the other one, okay. But what happens if the number that the user entered before is higher? It's not less, it's higher than the third number here. Well, it will show a message that will say the number have to be less that you entered before, okay. But what happens if the number that the user entered before is not higher, is not less, it's equals, it's completely equals at of the aleatory number that we made it. So it will show a message that it will be congratulations, you win, okay. So in this case I use break. But why do you use break? Well, break is a special word, okay, that we use to, well, the same meaning, break this cycle, okay, this cycle. But for example, what happens if I have 10 chances, but in the first chance I guess what number is? I will not I won't, okay, I want to continue playing. I just stop because I win. So I just break this cycle, okay. It will never, so it will never know, it will not repeat it again, okay. So in this case, what happens if I fail, okay, if I fail, because if, for example, my program entered to the first if or the first elif, I lose a chance. So chances will be equals to chances minus 1, okay. Obviously, if you have 10 chances and you fail the first one, you will have 9 chances, Okay, so this is obvious. And the last one, what happens if the chances it's equals to 0? Well, it will be a message that it will be, for example, the number of you had to guess was, and I will put a comma, and for example show what is the number that we had to guess. Okay, this is the explanation. If I have to, I don't know, improve with the explication, so you can put it on the comment box. Okay, if you want to, so if you want to know the, for example, the explanation of this, or of this, so you can subscribe to my channel, link to this video, and I will explain it. Okay, on TikTok you have these videos that I had, sorry, how I made it, this aleatorio.py, how I made rps.py, that is a very common game. Okay, and this, how to order a list of numbers. Okay, in this case you can see that. Okay, the basic order, the intermediate order, and in this case the hardest, but it's very easy actually. Okay guys, don't forget to follow my TikTok. Let's see in another video.